Good morning. Today, December the 8th, saw the birth of Mary Queen of Scots in 1542 and Sammy Davis Jr. in 1925. Back now, though, to 1988, and it's time to join Ross King for Quiz Night.
Hi and welcome to Quiz Night. This is the general knowledge quiz game with Quiz League teams from all over Great Britain and Northern Ireland competing to become Quiz Night champions 1989. Tonight, it's another first round tie for you with teams from Prestwick in Ayrshire in Scotland competing against a team from Bradford. So let's meet up with those teams. First, the Scots from Prestwick, Old Customs.
Hello, I'm Trevor Barker. On my right, Peter Evans, and on my left, John Telfer.
And the opposition from Bradford, Upper George and their captain.
Hello, I'm Chuck Priestley. On my right is Sheila Vinette. On my left, Dave Chubb.
Those are the teams. Let's play Quiz Night with round one. 100 seconds for both teams here to answer as many questions as they possibly can. We ask the questions individually, 2 points for a correct answer. If they don't know the answer, they can pass it on to their neighbouring teammate and he or she can pick it up for 1 point. So we start with Old Customs from Prestwick. We also start with Peter, and your side's 100 seconds starts now. Tibetan, red, Arctic, American grey and long-eared are varieties of what?
Terns,
Is wrong. The fox. Trevor, black, white and Sumatran are three species of which prehistoric creature?
bison,
Is wrong. Rhinoceros. John, your question. Good Wives and Joe's Boys were sequels to which best-selling book?
Little Woman.
Is correct. Peter, in which country are the temples of Angkor Wat or Angkor Wat?
India.
Is wrong. It was Kampuchea or Cambodia. Trevor, 5 Limerick Road, Ditcham Heath is the setting for which soap opera?
crossroads,
Wrong. Citizens on Radio 4. John, in which village on the Meuse was Joan of Arc born?
Pass. Arc.
Is wrong. It was Domremy. Your question, Peter. What principal daily newspaper was owned by Cecil Hamsworth King and edited by Hugh Cudlip?
The Mirror.
Is correct. Trevor, what title was used for royal princesses of Spain and Portugal?
infanta,
Is correct. John, where in your body are the carpal bones?
In your hand.
Is wrong. The wrist. Peter, in which city is the Saffron Lane Velodrome?
Pass.
Pick it up, Trevor.
Paris,
Wrong. Leicester. Your question, Trevor. A Consumers Association study in 1988 discovered that which daily newspaper made the most printing errors?
Daily Star,
Wrong. It was the Financial Times. John, Luanda is capital of which country on Africa's west coast?
Angola.
Is correct. Just within the time limit there. And at the end of that, Old Customs from Prestwick open the scoring with 8. So across to Upper George from Bradford. 100 seconds for you. It's ladies first, starting along at the end with Sheila. And your team's 100 seconds starts now. Baluchistan and Sindh are 2 provinces of which country?
Turkey.
Wrong. Pakistan. Chuck, which liquid is rated at 7 on the pH scale of acidity and alkalinity?
Pass.
You pick it up, David?
No idea.
Pure water. Your question, David. In which US state is the city of Pensacola?
Oregon.
Is wrong. It's Florida. Sheila, who was Captain Bligh's first officer on the Bounty?
Fletcher Christian.
Is correct. Chuck, what do Americans call the GOP?
I don't know.
David?
Grand old people.
Wrong. It was the Republican Party, the Grand Old Party. Your question, David. What's the most southerly province of Portugal?
Algarve.
Is correct. Sheila, 160 square poles are equal to one what?
160.
Square poles.
Pass.
An acre.
Is correct. Chuck, alpine plants are often xerophytes, which means they grow well in what sort of conditions?
Cold.
Wrong. Very dry. David, in 1988, what did Crufts ban owners from cleaning their dogs with?
No idea.
Sheila, can you pick it up?
Chalk.
Is correct. Sheila, where are the headquarters for the Council of Europe?
The Hague.
Wrong. Strasbourg. Chuck, in which country of Northern Ireland is the Giant's Causeway?
Antrim.
Is correct. No time to even answer and ask the last question. So, at the end of that round, it couldn't be any closer because we have a tie with Upper George from Bradford on 8 and also an 8 Old Customs from Prestwick. "15 questions to be answered in this round, both teams competing against each other because it's the captain's fingers on the buzzers. 2 points for a correct answer here, but this time it's 1 point away if a wrong answer is given. And also we then answer and ask the full question to the opposition, who can pick it up for 1 point. So, 15 questions in total, captain's fingers on the buzzers, and here we go with question number 1. What sort of sculpture is called a caryatid? Sorry, I'll read that again. What sort of sculpture is called a caryatid if female and an atlas if male? Upper George. Sorry, I needed an answer right away. 1 point away. Old Customs Prestwick.
Lying down.
No, it's a statue acting as a pillar holding up a roof. Question number 2. Russian gymnast Ludmila Turusheva, Olympic champion at Munich, married which double gold medalist at the same games? No one buzzing? I have to tell you? Valery Borzov, the sprinter. What was the name of the space probe launched in 1985 to inspect Halley's Comet at close quarters? Old Customs.
Giotto.
Is correct. Which major river of Africa did Mungo Park explore? Old Customs.
Limpopo.
Is wrong. Upper George, can you pick it up for 1 bonus? And it's 1 point away from Old Customs.
The Niger.
Is correct. Who was killed on May the 11th, 1812, in the lobby of the House of Commons? Upper George.
Spencer Percival.
Is correct. Who played a policeman among the Amish people in Witness? Upper George.
Harrison Ford.
Is correct. What does the abbreviation PVC stand for? Upper George.
Polyvinyl chloride.
Is correct. At which Italian city did Ian Botham end his walk across the Alps in the footsteps of Hannibal? Upper George.
Turin.
Is correct. Just over halfway. Lincoln's Inn and Gray's Inn are 2 of the 4 inns of the court in London. Name one of the others. Upper George.
Gray's Inn.
Pardon?
Gray's Inn.
Is wrong. Old Customs Prestwick, can you pick it up? It's 1 point away from Upper George. Your chance for a bonus.
Temple. Inner Temple.
Yes, Inner Temple. I'll give that. Inner Temple and Middle Temple. I would have accepted it. 5 to go. On the shore of which lake is Chicago?
Michigan.
Upper George.
Sorry, Michigan.
Is correct. Who became chairman of the PLO in 1969? Old Customs.
Yasser Arafat.
Is correct. Which game is called Trick Track in French and the tables elsewhere? Upper George.
Noughts and crosses.
Is wrong. 1 point away. Old Customs. Can you pick it up? Need to hurry you? No?
No, sorry.
Backgammon. Last 3 questions. Who was American Secretary of State during the Korean War from 1949 to 1953? Old Customs.
John Foster Dulles.
Is wrong. 1 point away. Upper George. Yes?
Adlai Stevenson.
Wrong. It was Dean Acheson. On to the second last question. What is the long silky hair of Angora goats called? Upper George.
Mohair.
Is correct. And what are the principal veins called through which blood from brain and face passes? Anyone buzzing? No one? Have to tell you, and you'll kick yourselves, jugular veins. That was the final one in that round. And at the end of the round, it's 11 for Old Customs from Prestwick, but in the lead by 7 on 18, Upper George from Bradford. This is the specialist round, with the specialists from each team answering 5 questions. 3 points for a correct answer. However, if they get it wrong, it goes across to the opposite specialist, and he or she can pick it up for the full 3 points. So it's Chuck who'll be going from the Upper George, answering questions on pop music. But let's start with Old Customs from Prestwick. And it's John, and he is answering questions on geography. So let's put the spotlight on John. 5 questions for you, John. Concentrate hard. 3 points for each correct answer. Don't forget, it can be passed across, so Chuck, stand by. Question number 1. In which country are Mount Aspiring, Tongariro, and Westland National Parks?
Tanzania.
Is wrong. Chuck, can you pick it up?
Australia.
Close, it was New Zealand. No marks there. Question number 2. What separates Greenland from Boffin Island?
The Davis Strait.
Is correct for 3. Question number 3. Which African country is between Togo and Nigeria?
Niger.
Is wrong. Chuck?
Benin.
Benin is correct. Well picked up for 3. Your 4th question, John. Which city, originally called Pig's Eye, is the capital of Minnesota?
Duluth.
Is wrong. Chuck, can you pick it up?
Minneapolis.
No, St. Paul. And your final question. Nouméa is capital of which French territory in the Pacific?
French Caledonia.
Yes, I'll accept that on New Caledonia. So, well done at the end of that. You've got 2 correct, which gives you 6. Adding those into the team totals, that gives your team, the Old Customs, 17. Still in the lead with 21, the Upper George from Bradford. And still to come in the specialist round, it's Chuck answering questions on pop music. That will be happening in just a few moments. So join us again shortly on Quiz Night.
One of whatever he's got.
I think you'll find this is the last bottle, mate.
Strong, smooth Molson is only imported in small quantities, so you won't want to tell anyone about it.
Molson Canadian Lager. There's none left. Anywhere.
And what's this effort called?
Ma'am, that's not art, that's washing.
You've got more chance of shifting one of those paintings than getting shot of that.
Lentil casserole. Hasn't Ariel liquid reached suburbia yet, then?
Oh, wishy-washy liquid on that stain.
But you can scrunch this liquid in, so it starts working straight away.
Something working in this place.
And then you just stick your Arielette in a cool wash.
Typical student, always demonstrating.
So the liquid works right in the heart of the wash. There. Even Van Gogh never got his colours that bright.
He never had lentil casserole.
Ariel liquid. Clean to the heart of the wash.
It's brilliant. Pity there's nowhere to hang it.
Every day, someone new finds the way to Winalot Prime. And Winalot Prime finds the way to give them 100% meat in meaty jelly. Prime meat. Instinct leads to it.
Welcome back to Quiz Night, a close contest for you this evening. Upper George from Bradford just in the lead with 21-17 for Old Customs from Prestwick. We're in the middle of the specialist round. Just before the break, John went on his specialist subject, which was geography, got 2 out of 5, which gave his team 6. Across we go to Upper George from Bradford. It's Chuck answering questions on pop music, so let's put that spotlight on Chuck. 5 questions for you, 3 points for each correct answer. Don't forget, of course, if you get 1 wrong, we can pass it across for John to pick up for the full 3 points. So, your 5 questions begin with this one, Chuck. What was the only album of 1985 to sell more copies than Phil Collins's No Jacket Required?
Brothers in Arms.
By Dire Straits, correct. Second question. Who reached the top 20 in 1988 with Oh Patty?
Fleetwood Mac.
Is wrong. John, can you pick it up?
Sorry.
No, the answer was Scritti Politti. Your third question, Chuck. What was Johnny Ray's first British number one?
Cry.
Is wrong. Can you pick it up, John?
No, sorry.
Such a Night in 1954. Your fourth question. Who had a top 10 hit with My Perfect Cousin in April 1980?
The Undertones.
The Undertones, correct, with Fargo Sharkey there. That is another one correct, gets you 3. And your final question, whose only chart entries were Suzanne, Beware of the Devil and Big City, both in the early 70s.
Dandy Livingston.
Dandy Livingston gets you 3 out of 5, which gets you 9. That bumps up your team's score no end, because now it's 17 for Old Customs from Prestwick, but out in the lead with 30, Upper George, Bradford. It's round number 4, and it's the specialist round with a touch of mystery. 5 envelopes, each containing a card, which has 5 questions on a specialist topic. I don't know what's in the cards this evening, neither do our teams. It's 3 points for each correct answer, and once again we can pass it across to the opposition to pick up the full 3 points. Both teams can confer on this. Let's start with Old Customs from Prestwick. Captain is Trevor. Trevor, pick an envelope for me.
We'll have the yellow one.
You'll have the yellow one, which is number 2. Are you positive about this?
Yes.
You are? Soon find out how positive. You're answering questions on marathons. So, 5 questions for you on marathons. And the first one, who was the first British woman to finish in the 1984 Olympic marathon in 6th place?
We don't know.
You don't know? Chuck, can you side pick it up?
Susan Tooby.
Wrong. Priscilla Welsh. What was the answer? Priscilla Welch. So, second question for you, no points there. Who was the winner of the 1988 London Marathon? And it was a Danish runner.
We don't know again.
You don't know again? Upper George, Chuck?
He had long blonde hair, but I can't remember his name. Was it?
It's not really enough to get
Carlson.
3 points here.
Carlson.
Carson is wrong. You're thinking of the Irish comedian? It was Henrik Jorgensen. Henrik Jorgensen. Your third question, Old Customs. Who won the 1984 London Marathon, then was 3rd in the Olympics?
I'm afraid not.
Nope. Upper George, Chuck?
Jones.
Is wrong. Good try, though. It was Charlie Spedding. Your fourth question. Which Briton was the first to run under 2 hours, 20 minutes for a marathon? And that was in 1953.
Dr. Hill.
Dr. Hill is wrong. Upper George?
Jim Peters.
Jim Peters is correct, a very famous athlete indeed. So that gets you 3 bonus points. But it's your 5th and final question on the Lucky Dip here, which of course is marathons. Who set the world records in the 5,000 metres in 1986, the 10,000 metres in 1987, and a world best time for women in the marathon in 1985? Need to pressure for an answer, Trevor?
Ingrid Christensen.
Ingrid Christensen is correct. That gets you 3 at the end of that. So across to the Upper George from Bradford. Trevor, sorry, it's Chuck this time.
Ooh, I think. Number 3.
Number 3. Looking for any special subject? Well, you've got Robin Hood.
Just as bad.
Okay then. 5 questions for you on Robin Hood. 3 points for each correct answer. And they begin with this one. Who wrote the Middle English poem, Piers Plowman, which makes an early mention of the Robin Hood story?
Chaucer.
Is wrong. Old Customs. Have to hurry.
Nope, sorry.
No. William Langland. Second question. Which major role did Paul Eddington play in the old TV series The Adventures of Robin Hood?
Will Scarlett.
Will Scarlett is correct for 3. Question number 3. Which actress played Maid Marian in the Robin of Sherwood TV series that began in 1984?
No, sorry, we don't.
No, you don't know that one? Old Customs, can you pick it up?
No.
No, it was Judy Trott. And question number 4 for you. Who played Robin Hood in the 1971 film Up the Chastity Belt?
Kenneth Williams.
Was a good guess, but a wrong one. Old Customs
Jim Dale.
is wrong. Another good guess, Hugh Paddick. So your 5th and final question on Robin. What's the nearest seaside town to the north of Robin Hood's Bay in Yorkshire?
Whitby.
Whitby gets you 3 at the end. Well done. 2 out of 5 gets you 6. So putting those marks into the team totals, it's Old Customs from Prestwick on 20, but in the lead on 39, Upper George from Bradford. The 5th and final round, a lot still to play for. Many points can be won and lost. 2 points for a correct answer, 2 points away if a wrong answer is given, and everyone's finger on the individual buzzers. But just before we play that, Old Customs from Prestwick. Trevor, you've just been back to school, I've been hearing.
That's correct, yes.
Why?
Well, I'd retired, you see, and I thought I'd go back to school to study Spanish. This is the day school, not the night school.
Oh, right.
In among the boys and girls.
Didn't have to wear shorts or anything like that.
No.
Oh, no. Well, that's all right then. And Peter along at the end there, he's been fairly quiet, but sings comic songs at parties.
Couldn't have, John.
You mean they're not meant to be comical? Is that what you mean?
It depends on the company.
I see. And you've got nothing suitable this evening?
No, at all.
Thank goodness for that. Okay, then. Let's get into the 5th and final round then. 100 seconds. As I said, all to play for. 2 points for a correct answer. 2 points away if you're wrong. Fingers on the buzzers, both sides. And here we go with the final 100 seconds of quiz night. Who wrote The Luck of Barry Lyndon and the History of Henry Esmond? No one? W.M. Thackeray. What nationality was Carl Gustav Jung, the psychologist and psychiatrist? It's Upper George Schiller.
Austrian.
Wrong. 2 away. He was Swiss. Whom did Richard Nixon appoint his Assistant for National Security Affairs in 1969, then Secretary of State in 1973? Old Customs, Trevor.
Kissinger.
Is correct. What's the principal city of the Austrian Tyrol? Upper George, Chuck.
Innsbruck.
Is correct. What special name is given to the last Sunday of Lent after Christ's entry into Jerusalem? Upper George Schiller.
Palm Sunday.
Is correct. Who was Olympic heavyweight boxing champion in 1964 and went on to become world professional champion? It's Old Customs, John.
Cassius Clay.
Wrong, Joe Frazier. What shape are fossils called ammonites? Upper George Schiller.
They're circular in a
That's right, I'll accept that. Spiral or coil. Which American wrote Portnoy's Complaint? Upper George, Chuck.
Philip Roth.
Is correct. What's the horse riding track in Hyde Park called? Upper George, Chuck.
Rotten Row.
Is correct. Which state of the USA is called the Granite State and includes Concord? No one? It's Old Customs, John.
Massachusetts.
Wrong, New Hampshire. How many players are there in a volleyball team? It's Old Customs, Peter.
5.
Wrong, it's 6. 2 away. Which island was surrendered by its Spanish governor to Sir Ralph Abercrombie in the 1790s? And we're out of time there at the end. The answer was Trinidad. No one had a chance to get in there. So, another good contest, but at the end of it, 16 for Old Customs from Prestwick, but through into the second round with 47, Upper George from Bradford. So congratulations to both sides. A very good contest. Commiserations, Old Customs from Prestwick in Ayrshire in Scotland. Not to worry, you were up against a very good side indeed. So commiserations to you, but congratulations to Upper George from Bradford. Looking forward to meeting up with you again in a few weeks' time. Along at the end, David, who's a policeman.
Did you have to mention that?
Yes, because I want to know about you on traffic duty.
No, you don't, not really.
Oh, I do. Tell us.
You mean the trolley bus?
Yes, the trolley bus.
Well, it went where there were no wires because I told the driver to go there, and he did.
Yes, but it's the reason you told them to do that.
Well, he had his indicators on, and I was stood in the middle of the road, and I'd complained to my boss about I wanted to turn right when they had the left-hand indicators on and vice versa. And he said, you're in charge, they go where you tell them to go, and make sure they do. And the first one that came was a trolleybus. He wanted to turn right, but he had his left-hand winker on, so I made him go left.
And he drove right off the rails?
And he drove down the road where there was no wires at all, full of people, and just came to rest in the bottom where it was a dip. And they had to big wagon out to pull it back and put it back on the wires.
And you'd never believe that the reason I've got here that he directed the tram off its rails was because he was cheesed off. Maybe that was the real reason.
I probably was, but I didn't say that.
Exactly. Anyway, another good contest. Don't forget, another good contest for you next week as well. Quiz League teams from all over Great Britain and Northern Ireland battling it out to become Quiz Night champions 1989. So that's it. Thanks for your company. Till the next night, it's good night from Quiz Night.